We're here at Cardiff Sixth Form College this afternoon to interview John Price-Thomas, who has been a very well-respected teacher here at Cardiff Sixth Form College. And one of the things that we have here is some very, very experienced members of staff. And so we thought it would be really interesting to have a chat with John, really, about his teaching career and how he's kind of ended up here as a Director of Admissions at Cardiff Sixth Form College. So, John, lovely to see you, and thank you so much for coming in today. It's really, really nice to see you. Kind of taking you back a little bit, what made you become a teacher?
Ooh, an interesting question. I think at quite an early stage in my career, I left university and became a polymer technologist for my sins. And I was lucky enough to be asked to give presentations at a variety of venues and people about polymers. And quite surprisingly, I enjoyed it. And just as importantly, the audiences seemed to like my presentations as well. And I think there and then I caught the teaching bug.
Really?
Yeah.
So the teaching bug kind of came quite early. And
It did, yes,
so you'd had
yes.
another career before, presumably, hadn't you?
Well, yes. Well, before I left school, when I was leaving school, I didn't want to do my A-level, surprisingly.
Did you not? Really?
No.
Don't tell our students that.
No, I know. It was only because I didn't want to burden my parents financially. I guess it's fair to say we were quite a poor family. And I had the idea of looking around for a scholarship that could take me to university. And with a bit of luck and whatever, I got that scholarship. I passed the scholarship to enter Hoover
Wow.
Limited, and they paid my way to university.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what did you? So you then left university.
So after university, because of the scholarship, my moral obligation was to stay them for another 2 years, and I did. Actually, I stayed on for another 5 years. So my job, my title within the company was polymer technologist.
Brilliant. So you've got a very good scientific background.
Yes.
What did
yeah,
you
I think
study
so.
at university?
I studied chemistry, physics, and polymer science.
Did you? And can I ask you, what did you actually get at the end of it?
I got the BA degree. I had
You
a
got the
2-2.
You got a 2-2. Don't tell me. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm taking you back to teaching. So you spent your time at Hoover,
Yes.
and then you decided then to retrain. Did you? Is that
yes.
right?
Yes.
So then you went back to university to do your.
No, I did my because of the fact that my degree was in 1968. I didn't actually need a teaching qualification, but I thought I'd better get one. So I did it at the local, actually at the Polytechnic of Wales, where I took a course on teaching, its methods, and its ideology.
Really? And what do you really kind of enjoy? What do you love about teaching?
Oh, what do I really enjoy? It allows me to be passionate about my knowledge and my interest in the use of science.
Brilliant. And physics, particularly for you, is your main subject?
Physics has turned out to be my main subject, but when I started, it was physics and chemistry. But lots of schools were desperate for, I say, good teachers. They didn't know they were having me for physics teachers. So I ended up primarily teaching physics. Yes.
And what kind of schools have you worked in? Because you've not just been at Cardiff, have you?
Right. I've been at 4 in secondary schools teaching at GCSE and A levels. All of them have been. 3 of them have been state. Yes, 3 of. No, I get it right. 2 of them have been state schools, and the other 2 independent schools.
Brilliant. And have you seen kind of quite differences in the schools?
Great differences. Great differences. In terms of style, approach. Another huge difference. In the beginning, I didn't teach international students. They were all British students. Or should I say Welsh students? And so that was a big change. So no, it was. It's been. It was quite varied, both in the approach, the style, which which was of the various schools. And in my experience, each school has its own ethos, its own way of doing things, which has varied considerably.
And have you, apart from teaching, have you had any kind of other roles in education at all?
No, other than my present, currently as operations director, admissions director, no, I've always been a teacher.
You've always been a teacher,
I always wanted to be a teacher.
And you really loved it.
I love teaching. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
that's fantastic. And so when kind of going on, did you actually join Cardiff Sixth Form College?
I think I joined in 2007, and at that stage the college was very small, very new, and was called Cardiff College of Excellence, which we still have the remnants of that in our email address, CCOEX.
Yes, we do indeed. And so you were there in 2007, and you saw it kind of grow, and you saw it develop, which has been kind of an interesting time.
It mushroomed. It just took off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when did we really kind of start taking international students? Because it started off, didn't it, as a school for more local students?
Yes, it was. I can't give you the precise year, but I would say round about 2010, it became an international school. We took 2 students from Hong Kong, 2 young ladies, one who went to university to study, I think, veterinary science. In fact, had a scholarship at Bristol University.
Oh, fantastic.
And the other student, I think, went to do on, I think it was, I'm not sure my facts here, but I think it was business or economics.
Fantastic. And do you think kind of, the teaching has obviously changed in the college as well, hasn't it? Presumably as the international students have come, for instance, as
yes.
the academic success of the college has grown.
Yes.
How do you feel that the teaching has changed?
Well, I can only speak for my teaching style, my way of teaching, is that there is more an emphasis of getting the students to be passionate about their subject. Not just turn up, give your lesson and walk away.
And how do you get people to be really inspired in physics lessons, for instance?
It's got to be through your personality and your knowledge of the subject. The students have to be comfortable with you. They're not afraid of you. But yes, they're being pushed. You have to be a little demanding at times. But you impart your passion, your knowledge to get them excited and enjoy the lesson.
And how important is assessment, would you say?
Oh, very much so, because it's very easy to teach a lesson and walk away and think everyone knows everything. I'm a brilliant teacher, I've done it all. And then you see the homeworks or the test scores and you think, my word, I failed. So assessment is very important.
And for you, thinking back over your teaching career, which is, it's been a long time really, what would you consider, do you think, to be your finest moment?
My finest hour? Oh, that's a very hard question. I guess it was at the time when Cardiff Sixth Form College became the top of the independent league. It was a wow. It was, have we really done that?
Yeah. Very exciting time.
It's a very exciting time,
yeah.
Yes.
And to sustain that, has been tremendous.
That, by the way, well, that's hard work as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easy to, I don't think we sit on our laurels. We realise that it is hard work. I'm often asked the question, what's the secret? And my answer is, well, if I tell you the secret, it isn't a secret anymore. But it's to do with passion and hard work. Yes.
No, I can imagine, absolutely. And what do you think it is really about the teaching at Cardiff Sixth Form College which makes it so successful?
I'm going to use that word again. I think it's passion. I think our teachers are passionate. They have a great knowledge of their subject and they want to impart that knowledge, not just the bits of the syllabus. It's a holistic approach to your subject. Is get them involved, get them excited about it, and of course to be comprehensive, that we don't miss anything. And a lot of people have asked me in the past, what must must be easy to teach at Cardiff Sixth Form College. The students are so bright and so wonderful, you know. And I say, no, because it's the students that push the teachers. It really turns around. It's not always the teacher pushing the student. It is the student pushing the teacher. And they bring the best out of us as well.
John, thank you very much for your time today. I've really,
Yeah,
really
it's been a
appreciated it. It's been
pleasure.
lovely to know.
Nice
Thank
talking
you
to
very
you.
much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.